Very good afternoon for you guys. Today I will be sharing the general journal in the simplified view. Okay, so here's the agenda of today. We will go through the overview of the general journal, its definition and purpose, and also we will perform the general journal posting in both normal view and also simplified view, but we will focus more on the simplified view. And also we will be viewing the posting result for the general journal. Okay, let's go to the overview for the general journal. I believe when we talk about the general journal, you guys are more familiar than me. So the general journal will normally used to post the financial transaction directly to the certain GL account or the other accounts such as the bank, the vendors or the customer or even employee accounts. So the general journal in NAV, we could assign some dimensions on it. So the dimension will be held on the statistic of the entries, but we are not going to talk much on that dimension part because that will be another topic. So let's focus on the general journal for today. Okay, so basically there will be two methods to insert the general entries lines. Okay, so it will be the single journal line with the balancing account. I think this will be the normal practice from you guys. Okay, which means the both the credit account and debit account will be inserted into the same row of the general journal. Then the other one, we will break the journal lines into two lines without assigning any balance account for these two lines. Okay, so we will have a very quick go through for these two ways of inserting the journal lines. Okay, so let's go through the first method first, which is the both credit account and the debit account insert into the same line. Okay, so here comes the scenario. We will perform this scenario in the normal view of general journal. So the scenario will be you as an accountant, you are required to post a transaction for the payment of postage expenses of $1,000 from your bank account. And these postage expenses should be charged to the admin department. So the admin department will be my dimension for this scenario. So let's see what we can do in our NAV. Okay, so I will be presenting this webinar in the version of Business Central. So for you guys who is using the older version of NAV, maybe you will find something is different from yours, but no worries, the function is still the same. So I assign myself as an accountant. Let's go to the general journal. Okay, so I have my two batches here. You might have more. It is always okay for you to add new with the appropriate setup. So for this scenario, I will use the default. So double click on that default line and you will see this is the general journal with the normal view. How we define the normal view? So you can see I have so many columns here. So let's put the scenario in NAV. So I will put the posting date of today. And my GL account for my postage is this one. Okay, so normally you will hit this arrow. This GL expenses account is a new account. So no worries. How you can solve this? You can always drop down from the account list and click Advanced. And select the account that hit the arrow and click Edit. So you can see my direct posting here is a no. So when I place a check mark here, so which indicates this account is allowed for user to perform the direct posting. Okay, so click OK to save this one and close this window. Click refresh on the general journal. Okay, then type again. You can see now there is no more error message showing. So according to our scenario, I will be paying $1,000 from my bank account for this postage expenses. So I will just put 1,000, and my balance account will be the bank account. I will be using operating. According to our scenario, these posting expenses will be fully charged to the admin department. So I need to assign this 1,000 of postage to the department of admin. So I will select dimension code as department and the department admin as my dimension value code. So tap on that, my dimension value name will be automatically filled in. Okay, so click OK on this. Okay, it is always advisable for user to check if the entries is correct before performing any entries. Okay, so for the version of BC and 2018, you will have a function with the name of preview posting. So when you click on it, you will have the result of the posting for this journal. So you can click on that to check. Okay, general journal line, I will have my double entry as the postage account will have a positive amount, but for my bank account, it will be having a negative amount. Okay, so let me have a print screen on that one so we can compare the posting result later. Okay, so close this window. If you are not using either BC or 2018, no worries, you still can check on the report by clicking the test report here. So click on that and press preview. You will also be able to see the amount and the balance account. Okay, so once we have confirmed that everything is correct, everything is perfect, especially the posting date and the amount, we can post this one. Click on yes. Okay, the journal will be posted successfully. Let's check on the posting result. So ledger entries and filter the document number. Okay, so you will see I will have the exactly the same result as what I view from my previous posting. So this is the first scenario that we input the journal line into a same line with the balance account. Okay, so let's go back to our slide. Okay, the other way is to separate the journal lines without a balancing accounts. So with this scenario, we will be presenting some new features only available in the version of BC. Okay, so here you can see my scenario. As an accountant, you are required to pay the miscellaneous expenses during the month. Okay, cleaning for 500, electricity for 1,000, phone and fax for 250, and advertising for 2,000. So all these 4 transactions should be posted with different document number in order to have a correct tracking. So I'm going to show this scenario in a simplified view. Okay, please note that this function is only available for the version of BC. Okay, let's go to here. Okay, so for the version of BC, there is a function in the general journal. The name will be show fewer columns. So when you click on this show fewer columns, you will see only some essential columns and the layout is different, right? Okay, so no worries because this layout is showing the transaction based on the document number basis. Okay, so let's apply our scenario into NAV. So I will put my cleaning expenses account for 500. For this cleaning expenses account, it will be on the debit side, right? So I will put the amount on the debit side. Then my double entry, I will pay these expenses for my cash on hand. So I will put 500 for my credit side as well. So the posting date will be today. Okay, so I am done with the first transaction of inserting this transaction into the journal lines. So let's go to the second one. Because it requires different document number, so I will go to the Action tab and click New Document Numbers. It will lead you to another empty lines. So no worries, you can still put the posting date as the date you want, and fill in the GL account number for and also will be paid from my cash in. Okay, so I'm done with this one. Let's go to the third one and the fourth one. I will be going very fast because the steps are the same. Very fast on that one. So I have, if you want to switch among the document number, you can see here there is a previous document number. So click on that, it will lead you to the previous document number. So the same concept for the next document number, it will lead you to the next document number. So always remember, if you are using this simplified form, it will based on the document date as showing in the page. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is my first transaction to be recorded. Okay, so let's see what is the posting result. Let's click on the preview posting and click on the GL entries. So you will see I have my cleaning account with the positive of 500, but my cash account will be negative of 500. So this will be also the posting result after you have posted this general journal. Okay, what if the user would like to see the whole bunch of transaction key in here? No worries, you can always click on the button show more columns and everything will be back to normal. So you can see we have my cleaning expenses of $500 and my cash account, it will deduct $500 and the document number is matched. It's a pair, you can see here. Okay, so this one, as we have break the transaction into two lines and both of the lines are without the balancing account number. So this is the second method. Okay, if the user would like to see the whole posting result of the whole bunch of general journal lines here, they need to show more columns here, then only go to the preview posting. So you can see here, you will have one in, one out, one in, one out, one in, one out, and one in, one out. Okay, so this will be the posting result for all this. For this scenario, let me have a print screen here so you can compare later. Okay, so the same for you guys who is not using BC or 2018, you can also view on the test report before performing any posting. So since we have no issue on the posting date and the amount, and the total amount is also 0, so we can post this without error. Okay, let's check on the posting result we have. Ledger entries. I will be having the okay, so you can see here the result will be exactly the same as what you see in your preview posting. Okay, so now we are done with the demo for both methods. But if you guys are using the simplified view in BC, there are some things you need to take note, which is the journal line is required to split into 2 or more lines. Okay, why? Because there is no balance account can be filled in the simplified form. Okay, see here, let's go back to my general journal. My general journal with my simplified view, you can see there is no such column with the name, balance, account number, even though I have already pulled it out, but you still cannot see here. So this is the point you need to take note on. Other than this one, you cannot mix the account type. Okay, why I said so? Because there is no such column with the name of account type. Okay, what is it mean? You can see here. So this is my simplified form, and even though I select choose column, my account type is here, but it's not showing in my simplified form, which means I could not have a transaction such as I'm paying my electricity from my bank account, because electricity will be the account type of GL, but the bank will be the account type of bank. So this is not allowed to be performed in the simplified form. And the other one, the very last thing, is the preview posting and the actual posting. So the preview posting and the actual posting will only show and only post the transaction that you can see on the screen. Okay, that's why just now we try to look at the preview posting. For the simplified view, we can only see 2 lines instead of 8 lines. This one will be the thing to be extra attention on this if you are going to use the simplified view of the general journal. Okay, so I think our presentation is almost come to the end. Okay, so let me have an ending for this presentation. Thank you guys for joining this presentation, and hope you guys stay healthy and take care. See you soon. Bye.